Okay, hello and welcome to the weather update. It is March 15th, 2021, and I am exhausted because it was a beautiful day. And I spent the whole day in West Hampton enjoying the dwarf pine barrens. And it was pretty darn amazing, but very cold, very windy. But you can see here on the satellite picture that we have clear. We had clear skies across the area today on the high resolution satellite. Looking at the satellite loop, you can see we now have the cirrus starting to roll in on us. You see here, there it is. So it's going to start rolling in on us. And if we go ahead and we look at the radar, which I should do, I didn't load that up. I forgot. Let me do that. Let me load this up so you get an idea of what's heading our way. We have some light precipitation that might be a little frozen tomorrow. I don't really see a whole lot on this radar, so it's just kind of a moisture-starved system. So not really a whole lot of activity here that I see right now. Looking at the current conditions across the area, we have temperatures in the upper 20s across Long Island, mid 30s in the city, and it looks like mid 20s in the Pine Barrens west of Toms River. They're starting to have the radiational cooling going on. So it's going to start getting colder. I'm pretty sure that there'll probably be some radiational cooling in West Hampton too as well. Let's take a look at the high temperatures today. We'll go to the high temperatures here. Load those high temperatures, and you see highs across Long Island, Suffolk County in particular, struggled to get above freezing. Warmer in Nassau County, it was in the upper 30s to around 40. And then the city also around upper 30s to around 40, which is still below normal for this time of the year. And let's go looking at New Jersey. And, of course, New Jersey is still warmer in the low 40s around Toms River. So looking at this other site, which is a site that I used to use that one of my viewers suggested as Wonder Map, because they do have more stations. And you can see, again, that it's much colder in Suffolk County, temperatures in the 20s. There, and there probably will be some radiational cooling. The Nassau County has also cooled down to the upper 20s as well. So we should see those temperatures start dropping. Fortunately, I don't think there were any wildfires today, either in Long Island or New Jersey, which is a miracle because it was very dry and windy. And we're going to look at some of the conditions in West Hampton that we did have to. When I got there, the temperature was 25 degrees. The dew point was -4. Yeah, the dew point's below zero. That's how dry this air was. And you can see we had some wind gusts to 33, 32 miles an hour, but they finally dropped off. But this is very dry air that we're in, bone dry air, and we really could use some moisture around here. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what moisture we could be experiencing here. So this is the GFS here. And you'll see this system here. You got this high that's sitting over us. That high starts moving away, but it kind of suppresses the heaviest moisture with this system. And so we'll have very light precipitation. It could be a little light snow or light rain tomorrow night. But after that, that's it. That system, it looks like it develops into something offshore. This is the larger system that's going to come out of the plains and hopefully give us some rain Thursday night into Friday. And like I said, we really need it, and I'm glad to see that this one is going to hit us and not get suppressed to the south, because things are just bone dry, and we don't want to see any more big fires like what we saw yesterday in New Jersey. We've been lucky here on Long Island. We haven't had any wildfires, and let's hope that continues. I want to see controlled burns on Long Island, but no one wants to see a wildfire. You see here, it looks like this system here could end its snow perhaps for Friday, and then this big high builds in for the weekend, and we should have another nice weekend right into Monday and Tuesday next week. And look at this. What is this, a tropical system? It looks like it's trying to develop over here. What is that? We're only in March, and we might have a tropical system there. So that's. I don't want to go too far into the long range. We're just going to cover the next 7 days or so. And we look at the upper air pattern again. I'll show you the upper air pattern so you can see this system is very weak. Doesn't even show up on the upper air, the one we're going to deal with tomorrow. This system, however, for Thursday into Friday will show up, and therefore that means that we should hopefully see some precipitation from that. And you can see that ridging that does develop there for the weekend into next week. Look at the European. Probably same idea. Probably same idea. Let's see. Here's the system on the European. So European's a little further south with this system. Interesting. So let's go back to the GFS and we'll get a closer look at our area. And we will actually start with the HRRR because we want to look at the precipitation. So here we go. So this is the HRRR here, and this is a higher resolution model. So you can see what happens tomorrow. Obviously, the clouds arrive, but you can see what happens. The snow and the rain just kind of just dry out, and maybe we could have a couple of snow showers or rain showers overnight, but it's not going to amount to that much, and then it ends by Wednesday. So if we look at the total accumulated precip here, very little. We might get a quarter of an inch if we're lucky of liquid equivalent. Hopefully it'll do something at least to reduce the fire danger right now, because like I said, things are very dry. So hopefully we can get some rain, and this is the snowfall, by the way. You can see there's not going to be any accumulation here probably, but north and west there might be a coating, but it doesn't look like it's all going to be all that much. That's what the HRRR's opinion is. We can look at the NAM. I'll look at the NAM 12 and see what the NAM 12 shows for us tomorrow. And you can see again it's mostly dry during the day. It's only in the evening that we have, and the NAM is even drier. It doesn't. I mean, it's just very, very light. We'd have to wait until Thursday. That's this next system here, Thursday night into Friday. That could finally bring us a decent amount of rain. And you better hope so, because I see those isobars tight on Friday. So we better hope we have that ground wet with those winds that look like they could be pretty strong on Friday. You definitely want to have some moisture in the ground to avoid any more fires. So let's take a look at the total accumulated precip on the NAM that we have, and you can see it's very little. This system is going to provide very little. It won't be until Thursday that we start seeing, it could see at least maybe an inch of rain. And look at that, maybe 2 inches over Jersey where they really need it. So hopefully it does. We do get to see some more rain here, and we'll look at the total snowfall too, just to throw that in there again. It's not an issue for us. There won't be any. But the wind is a concern. Again, if we go to the last frame here, you see that we're dealing with wind on Friday again. So this is the concern. Very strong north winds on Friday. So we're going to go back to GFS now, and we are going to look at the temperatures as we head into. So it's going to be cold tonight. Low's probably going to drop into the 20s and possibly teens, or maybe even single digits in the Pine Barrens, especially the dwarf Pine Barrens. And then for we start off in the morning, and then tomorrow it's going to be cold tomorrow. Temperature's only going to get up to the mid-30s probably, so below normal again. And Wednesday we warm up a little bit, warm around 40 to low to mid-40s perhaps. And then for Thursday, this is the next event, and it looks like temperatures well above freezing there, so it'll definitely be rain with that. But the colder air does come in behind that storm on Friday, and that's where we could see a little ending as a little snowflakes. I don't think there'd be any accumulation. We can look at the GFS model for that. But then the colder air comes back into the picture again for overnight, so temperatures drop into the 20s Saturday morning, and then for Saturday we're in the mid-40s, so maybe slightly below normal on Saturday. And then Sunday, we start going above normal, so we have some 50s in the picture there. And look at that. By Monday, we are warming up to 60 degrees. So definitely get some warmer weather in here next week with that ridging. But you'll have to wait till then. For that, go ahead and look at the sky cover. This is the sky cover. So again, we're going to be dealing with sky clouds for the next couple of days, Thursday and then Friday as well. But it looks like Saturday we should have a clear day. We clear it out again, and we have another nice clear weekend here with clear skies. Possibly 3 more clear days in a row. So more great weather continues for us. We've had a lot of great weather, I've got to say. And it's been pretty nice actually. So I'm gonna go to the windy.com. Actually, we're gonna just look at this. I just want to look and see if this is the next system gives us any snow. Actually, the next system, the tail end, it does give us maybe an inch, maybe. It won't be very much. I don't really have anything that goes any further out than that. I don't want to even look at the ICON. I could look at the ICON, I guess. Doesn't even know. It's not, all right. Let me see if the ICON gives us anything. No, it doesn't. So it's not going to be a big deal. I mean, News 12 is hyping it up. Oh, it could be a few flakes, but they should have been talking about the fire danger. They barely talked about that. But again, this is because of who they gear to. They gear to a certain demographic. So let me just look at windy.com and we'll look at the winds. Oh, look at this big storm out in the ocean. This is the big storm out in the ocean here. This was part of the reason that was cranking the winds. Look at the winds around this system. 78 miles an hour. Man, that's crazy. So that's a big ocean storm right there. But looking at our area, the next time wind might be an issue is Friday. So this is Friday here. And this is what we might have to deal with, this wind here. We could have wind gusts up 43 miles an hour. But again, with a wet ground, hopefully we get some rain. Let's look at the precipitation map. This is the European here. And hopefully we can look at the rain accumulation over the next 5 days. And this would definitely give us good 1.3 inches of rain. So this definitely is going to help mitigate the fire danger, because this is a big concern right now. And I had my fingers crossed when I was in the Pine Barrens today. Nothing bad would happen. Thank God. No fires on Long Island, and it doesn't seem like they had any fires in New Jersey either. Let's see if they're predicting. The European is predicting any snow accumulation for the next. So it is actually predicting 1.9 inches with that next system that could end up as snow, perhaps. So I'll have to keep an eye on that next system. It won't be a huge snowfall accumulation, but it could be an inch or two, perhaps. With that on the tail end of that system, but it will disappear pretty quickly because the temperatures do rise. This is third. You can see that cold. If we look at the European model here, you look at the precipitation here, and you see that it's got snowflakes over us. So what starts out as rain, this is the rain on Thursday, becomes snow into Friday. Friday, the latter part of Friday actually brings in some snow on the back side of that. We'll have to see if that materializes or not. And then the cold air comes in, and we're going to be dealing with that cold air. But it looks like Saturday, even if we do get an inch or two, we're going above freezing for Saturday, so it should just disappear. That should be a distant memory. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Hopefully we get some precipitation, and we need it badly. It's been very dry lately. So this fire danger is no joke, but I think we're almost out of the woods here. So that's going to be it for this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.